My name is Jim Stein. This is the Lake Balboa Rec and Park Committee. It's 7:20 p.m. Thank you for joining us. Gary, are you able to, did I put you in a position where you'd be able to share anything, or can anyone?
I can
on here
share.
be able, because I've never done that before.
You didn't put me in a position to do it. Ruth is willing to do it.
Oh, okay.
But if she doesn't have what it is that you want to share, it's not going to do her any good.
I sent it all in an email to the members of the committee
Here's
at an
the,
earlier time.
what do you want to share? The minutes or the agenda, or what do you want to share?
Honestly, I apologize, but I don't have the agenda in front of me. What's
Okay.
first on the agenda?
Why don't I, well, first we have to adopt the agenda, right?
Okay, so
Here, I'll share the agenda.
all right, thank you very much, Ruth. I apologize for this.
Sure, no worries. Let's see, I just gotta go back to open it up. Download. All right. Okay, here's the,
Thank you. Yes, welcome everyone. The members of this committee are myself, Katie Cronin, Linda Schwering, Ruth Doxey, and Nate. We have a quorum because all we need is 3, so that'd be me, Katie, and Ruth. I'm going to make a motion to approve the agenda. Do I hear a second?
I'll
second.
second.
Okay. So let's vote on the approval of the agenda. I vote yes. Katie
Yes.
and Ruth.
Yes,
Okay, on a vote of 3 yes and 0 no, the agenda is approved. Thank you. Can
Sure.
you share the October minutes real quick, Ruth?
sure. Let me go back to, see if I can just go.
I'm gonna have to sit down with someone and learn how to share things. That's all there is to it.
Can you see the October minutes now?
I sure can. Thank you
Okay.
very much. And I was at the October meeting, so I can attest to the fact that these are transcribed by Katie, and I thank you, Katie, for that.
Of course.
Does anybody, I'll make a motion to approve the October minutes. Does anybody have a second?
I'll second if I can.
You were at the October meeting, I think.
No, but no, I wasn't, but I listened to it and I wrote the notes. So is that a
No,
conflict of
then
interest?
you wouldn't be able to a second.
Second, okay.
Well,
I
you can
think Ruth
second
can.
it, but you just can't vote on it. That's what we usually say, right? You have to abstain for the voting.
That's true. She'd have to abstain.
She's
Well, we
here,
need-
so she can
You would,
second.
you need to second if you wanted to.
Okay, I'll second it. I'll just stay out of the voting.
Okay. I vote yes. I've gone over these before. And again, they're a transcription from the recorded minutes of the October 2022 meeting. Ruth, how do you vote?
Yes, I'm wondering if people want to, I hadn't scrolled through all the minutes yet, just so people could read them, I guess. But now it is, yeah, I vote yes. I think they're fine.
Okay, so we have 2 yes and 1 abstain.
Right.
And being according to the bylaws, all we need is a simple majority once it's been once it's been proposed. So the October minutes are approved. And if we can move to the November minutes. This is just a lot of paperwork. I'm sorry, folks. At some point or another, we needed to do it. Same story here. Katie transcribed these from recorded minutes. These are the November 2022 minutes. And I'd like to make a motion to approve the November 2022 Rec and Park meeting minutes. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
And Ruth, I'm pretty sure you were there.
No, I don't think so. I'm not listed at the top. I think I missed this one.
Oh, okay. But in this case here, Katie was there.
I was.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is it.
So either of you can make a second, and then we'll.
I'll
Oh,
second.
You did
Yep.
second it.
Yeah, she said.
Okay, I vote yes.
I vote
and
yes
how
to
do you vote,
approve.
Katie?
Yep, I vote yes to approve.
And I'm pretty sure Ruth is going to
Abstain.
going to no vote on this because she wasn't there.
Abstain,
And
so I
again, we
abstain.
have a 2 yes and 1 abstain. And so the November 2022 Rec and Park meeting minutes are approved. Now we can move to the December minutes, and we're almost finished with all this exciting stuff. So
I'll second that if that was an official motion to approve the December minutes.
yes. And were you at the December meeting,
I
Katie?
missed the December too.
That's right. I remember that. So, but in this case, Ruth was there. So we have a motion to approve. Katie seconds. How do you vote, Ruth?
Not sure I was there. I don't see my name anywhere. I thought Linda Schwerin said she was going to be attending this meeting. What happened?
She called me and said she was having some issues with the election thing. I don't remember what that is. So I'm gonna have to deal with that when we get finished.
Well, I think I have to abstain because
Okay,
my name
so
on- you're
I
the only one who can vote.
the abstains a win in this case.
Hmm.
It's 1 yes, 2 abstains. So we're gonna put this off for another meeting, and thank you very much. And I'd like to take a moment to thank Katie for her hard work in transcribing these minutes, which is extremely time consuming, but really appreciated. Thank you, Katie.
Happy to do it every single time. I'm taking notes right now.
Oh, thank you. Now if we can go back to the agenda.
Item 5, discussion of the fence at Jesse Owens Park.
Right, item 5, a discussion of fence at Jesse Owens Park. The fence at Jesse Owens Park is part of the second phase of the work that's going to be done out there. A timeline has not been set up, but in the meantime, Jennifer has taken and gotten to get an idea of what the community around there would prefer to have. And so I'm going to turn, if Jennifer is with us. Are you there, Jennifer?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Oh, I see your hand. Thank you so much. Would you like to speak regarding the fence at Jesse Owens Park?
Sure. I did a poll with some of the community members. We had over 80 responses. And there was one main question really was where the community preferred to have the fence positioned, whether it's the perimeter of the entire park along White Oak and Jellicoe, or the perimeter of the play structure only. Because when I was out there talking to some of the parents, there was a little bit of a mixed thing, so I decided to create a poll. So of those responses, over 75% agree that that they would prefer to have it at the perimeter of the park, so White Oak and Jellicoe, not just the play structure. So that was the result of that. So I'm thankful for the community for participating in that survey.
And thank you. And I invited several members of Los Angeles Department of Rec and Parks to the meeting, but they weren't here. But we're advisory basically, but they expressed from the very beginning that they wanted to hear what the community had to say. And so I will give them the results of your work, and I really appreciate your doing that. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Absolutely. I can send you an email with that information in it.
Okay, thank you very much. And if we can go back to the agenda, I think we're on item number 6.
This is the shredding event.
Yes. I put this on here because though the exact date has not yet been determined, it seems most likely that the upcoming shredding event will be at the Louise Park. And since we are Rec and Parks, I don't know. We're going to have a shredding event. It will probably be in early March. Further information will come out. But I just wanted to let anyone know who might be interested that yes, we're going to bring the shredding truck out, and we're going to try and do a shredding event at Louise Park. It'll be on a weekend, a Saturday or Sunday. And does anybody have any questions regarding that? I guess just to see if any hands go up. No hands. Okay. Number 7, on the 21st of February, there's going to be an event held by the San Fernando Valley Relics Museum, which is going to be called, or will be, the Forgotten History of Lake Balboa. And I think I emailed some information if you would just want to put up something regarding that. There it is. It'd be from 7 to 8:30 at night. Free admission, open to the public. Insightful discussion of several bits of the history of Lake Balboa. People are going to ask, well, what does this have to do with the parks? Well, it's not directly, but Linda Gravani asked me when I came back and started doing parks if I wouldn't have something to do with history as well. She said this, might be somewhat related to it, and so I included it in tonight's meeting to let you know we'd really be excited if you could attend. We will have a table there. We will have coffee and cookies, and you can meet members of our Lake Balboa Neighborhood Council, who will talk about our upcoming election, which brings us to I think the next item, which is 8.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Boy, I have a good memory, don't I?
Yes.
Not bad for an old man. On this year is an election year, And I thought it was really, really nice of other neighborhood councils. I thought it was very intelligent of them to include with all their meetings the dates and so forth of their of the dates regarding their upcoming elections. On February 18th, our candidate filing begins, February 18th of 2023, and it ends on the 4th of April. It doesn't stay open forever. So if you are interested in any way of perhaps becoming a candidate, you have any questions concerning that, all the information can be found on our website at lakebalboanc.org. So again, the 18th of February, the candidate filing begins. 4th of April, 2023, it ends. 11th of April, submission of candidate challenges ends. That's if you want to challenge somebody. I don't know why anybody might, but it's possible. Then we will have a certified list of candidates released. And we're going to have something different this year, vote by mail. They're actually going to send the ballots out to at your home. You can also vote in person, but we're hoping we'll be able to get a really good turnout by voting by mail. So I'm really looking forward to that. And candidate photo and so forth. But the election will end. It will be on June 18th of 2023, and we will have new members of our Lake Balboa Neighborhood Council. How exciting! Thank you very much for that. And the last item on tonight's agenda. Oh, Miriam.
Yeah.
Miriam, you have your hand up. Please speak.
I have a quick question because it sounds petty, but I didn't, in considering joining.
Yes.
6:30 hour is something I just can't make. Is it gonna stay 6:30?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand your question completely.
Well, the neighborhood council meetings used to be at 7 o'clock.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to bring that question to Linda Gravani. Oh, perhaps Ruth has an answer.
Yes, at our last meeting, she said they would be at 7 PM and when they're in person.
Oh, thank you very much, Ruth. I must have missed that. Thank you very much.
So they should.
So
be-
there's your answer, Miriam. They're going to change
Okay.
it to 7.
All right, and is there a possibility they would stay on Zoom? Do we know?
That's a mysterious question. They're telling us that we have to be in person in March,
Mhm.
but not necessarily, because they were saying that organizations, that are policymakers, such as the city council, must be in person. And then they said, we must be in person, but we're not the neighborhood council is not a policymaker, we're an advisory committee. So it may not relate to us, and that is still trying to get ironed out. And I know Linda is working on that.
Okay, this makes it really easy. You know?
I'm glad it makes it easy for you.
I don't have to drive the Zoom controls. All right, thank you.
So our final thing on the agenda tonight was public comment, and public comment, is Jennifer, is this part of public comment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me just say that public comment is we want to hear your comments, we listen to your comments, but because of the Brown Act, we can't reply. They're recorded and so forth, but we can't reply during this meeting. to your public comment, but we certainly do want to hear them and we are listening to them. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. I just wanted to talk about a couple things at the park, and just to inform the community about some of the other stuff that I've been working on. You know, the park is jam-packed every day, and so I'm so thankful and so happy to see that. We have seen some graffiti. Every time multiple neighbors have reported it. So what I would like to tell the community is please make sure that you take it upon yourself to report any graffiti on 311. The app is really easy to use because you can just snap a picture, submit it there. So please do that. Do not email me. I mean, you can email me, but don't wait for me to report it. Everyone should take part in reporting the stuff that they see. I've also been talking to our senior lead officer for Lake Balboa about it, sending him pictures to send to the gang unit. I've got 2 comments about that. Number one, I asked him, you know, can you send extra patrols at night? That's when this is happening. He did reply today in a nice email. He said he's going to tell the officers that work at night to provide extra patrol at the park. He also let the gang unit know so they can follow up because it is drug gang tagging. He said, I sent them the picture you took last time and they went out there. He's going to continue to follow up with them and ask for extra patrol. The other thing I want to say is I have heard from someone else in the community that works with some of these local gangs to try to get them to, you know, change. And they said that the people that are generally doing this are kids that are like, I guess I can say weed smokers. They're not necessarily like what I would think of as big gangbangers. So I don't think it's a scary situation. And LAPD has told me they're quote unquote non-violent, but we want to do all we can to keep our park clean and safe. So
Right.
please report stuff you see. We can work with our senior lead officer, who's fantastic, and Lake Balboa Neighborhood Council, hoping for, you know, more lighting, of course. So, you know, it's a work in progress. The actual play structure has been awesome and protected and clean. They just like to spray paint on that big wall of the bathroom. So that's all I'll say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Miriam, you have a thing, or is your hand still up, or is this new? Oh,
No, sorry, it was just left up.
oh, okay. Well, that's wonderful. And does anybody have anything else? No? I'd like to thank everyone for being here tonight. Thank you very, very much. It's been a very productive meeting. We got rid of a bunch of paperwork stuff that we needed to do, which I know is sometimes very boring. And I'd like to thank everyone for everything they do in our community. Thank you for being a part of our community. Thank you for all you do. And I guess with that, we're adjourned.
Good job, Jim.
Good
Thanks,
night,
Jim.
everyone.
I can see you on the 21st.
Thank you,
Bye.
Jim. Appreciate it. Good night.
Good night.
Right.